who's just called. Oh, the crack team haven't seen it yet.
Have you seen the next
haven't
topic?
Seen our name character is calling.
Your favourite topic.
This next topic is actually it's a very interesting story. There may not be many things that I have banned from this programme, but let me assure you, dog dirt is one of them. We do not do dog dirt on this radio programme. We send all calls about dog dirt to that other phone-in show on the BBC. Apparently Northdown Council, we're going to make an exception today, are looking into the possibility of DNA testing to identify the offending dogs and their owners. They're going to DNA test dog dirt. Northdown Independent Councillor Austin Lennon is with us today. Good morning to you, Mr. Lennon.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Is this serious?
Well, the report's going through council. It's serious. We're going to have a look at it. But whether it's serious we do, it's another thing. The costs in Germany, they're looking at this for 450 dogs. They were talking about £78,000 to do it. We have 6,500 dogs in North Down, so I'm not quite sure that we go down that route. Mind you, I don't want to poo-poo it too much, you know.
What is the thinking behind this?
I think that the councillor who put this forward...
No, but tell me how it would work. You would go out and you'd find dog dirt on the street.
I would actually think that, first of all, if it was a serious thing, I would first of all think that we'd have to have every dog DNA tested, first of all, with the licenses. And then we'd have a database of DNA that we could compare the dog dirt to. But how you go about picking up the dog dirt, and then when you take it to court, who's going to represent the dog? You know, there's doggy rights here that we have to really consider the rights of the dog, that their DNA should be kept safe.
This is serious, though. This is going through your council.
Well, to play it down a little bit, councillors ask for a report. We tend to allow reports to go through because it should be the officer should take about 30 seconds to make this report up and bring it back to us next month. And I got a feeling that we'd end up using the paper for probably a more proper use.
But it's my understanding the way this would work is that your lot would go out in your wee white coats, your forensic gear, and you'd stick a stick into the dog poo, and you'd take a sample of the dog poo, and you'd DNA test the dog dirt. And then I heard, well, apparently if you guys, when you're chipping the dogs and putting chips into them, you would then take a DNA sample of the hair of the dog.
And the saliva of the mouth, yes.
The saliva of the mouth, and see if you can match it to the dog dirt.
Yes, that's right.
Now, here's my question. Then when you do that, are you seriously going to then pursue the owners?
I don't. To be quite honest, Stephen, I don't think it'll ever happen. You know, and I don't actually think it'll happen in Germany and these places either. But
how are you going to prove who was walking the dog?
Well, you know, dogs. Well, there's an old expression that all dogs are men and all men are dogs. You know, and dogs just go around and they breed with everybody. So they might have 20 or 30 brothers. So I don't think the DNA testing is that accurate. That's going to bring out the exact dog. I think it'll give you breeds and things.
And what if the owner of the dog, when Northdown Council's trying to fine them, what if the owner says, I told the dog not to poo there, and he wouldn't listen to me?
You know something? Recently, the judge threw out a prosecution, well, last year it was, because he said the dog owner didn't see the dog pooing. You know, for goodness sake, you know, and this was, somebody saw this thing, and the man said, well, I wasn't watching, and he got away with it. So, yeah, I think this is a fly-by-night thing, really. I think it'll just come to report and then go away again. And, you know, and mind you, I don't want to step in it here because the last time I got interviewed by you, I got banned from being mayor for 6 years, so I don't want to get in trouble, you know.
Well, you were banned from being mayor for 6 years, Austin?
Oh, absolutely, yes. The last time I did an interview, it was on Queen's Parade, and we sat with a ice cream cone on benches, and once the interview was done and I had pointed out the blame to the person that needed to be blamed, I got a little note saying, here's the mayors for the next 6 years and you're not going to be one. So,
really?
Well, I'm the longest serving councillor in Northdown who's never been mayor. That's just because I've got a big mouth. You see, that's the problem.
So really, so you talk to the public through the media and you got a note?
Oh, yes, I got
as punishment. That's interesting.
I got a list of people who are going to be mayor and made quite sure that they tell me that I wasn't going to be the mayor.
That's interesting.
It's pathetic. pathetic. It really is pathetic. You know.
Really interesting.
But
really interesting.
But you have to have a really good sense of humour to be an independent councillor, you know, to deal with the people. But I think probably I've just put myself out of being mayor again for another 10 years.
Well, look, Councillor Austin Lennon, thank you very much indeed. Apparently the Nolan team here, we're pretty determined to find the white coats and the forensic labs. You just wanted to play this, didn't you? This is nonsense.
You don't watch this on TV.
I wanted How Much Is My Doggie in the Window?
No, I know, we couldn't get it. It's like CSI
Nonsense.
Fantasy Island. There, that'll be a programme.
That really worked.
Is this the right one? That sounds like the cheap version.
Awful, turn it off.
Music.
Absolutely awful.
Oh,
That's why you lot aren't allowed to make any decisions in the production of this show. Turn it off.